Today, I want to speak to you around why your voice is your revolution, particularly in this day where there is so much noise out there, so much out there with AI that people are trying to sift through what is real and what is. And your voice, your presence, your energy is going to be that pivotal thing that's going to amplify your business and your brilliance. And that's why I say your voice is your revolution. Right now, people don't know what's real and what's fake. With the introduction of AI and the ability of it growing exponentially in its functionality, in what its capability is, this entire video I could have done with an AI twin, right? Where essentially I upload a picture of myself, input the script, and then it comes out all polished and perfection. There's so much out there now that you probably don't even know what's real and what's fake because it's done so well. And I want to speak to this because people, your customers, your clients are searching for truth. They're searching for a coach, a consultant, a service provider, or any kind of business that they can trust, that they know that whatever they see in the online space is real behind the doors. And the thing is, we can hide behind static posts. We can hide behind AI generated posts and blogs and AI twins. But the skill set, the thing that's going to make you truly stand out is your voice and your energy, the ability to hold space, whether that's online. And I'm talking about holding space beyond the masterclass and the webinars. Because with technology, anyone these days can run a masterclass and a webinar. You simply input it into the AI, it spits out an entire script. You can put it on the screen and people can read and bang, there's a masterclass. But is it really their words, their ideas? And this is the thing that people are looking and people are knowing and sensing when something feels off. The skill set that's going to stand out is the ability to hold a masterclass, a webinar, and actually interact with your audience, having conversations with your audience, connecting with them, being fully present. And that's not only online, but it's also in person. So the ability to receive questions and then the ability to connect to that inner voice, your intuition, your experience, your knowledge, your guidance, and be able to communicate that with such clarity, conviction, and really connecting with the audience, that skill is going to be the skill set that's going to be highly paid and sought after. There are so many business owners out there, and you only need to see the ones that stand out are the ones that are out there with their message, with their voice, with their truth, even though it may be really uncomfortable, it may be against the grain, may be polarizing. People are seeking connection. People are seeking energy to be around others that lift them up, that amplify them. And the way we do that is through our ability to hold the space, to be present, and to be fully in our own truth and our voice. And one thing I will tell you is when you ground into that more and more, there are going to be naysayers and people that want to pull you down. And the reason they want to pull you down and naysayers is because they don't understand it, or they're not in your arena. They're not playing in the same game. There's jealousy, there's blame and fear. Let's talk about this skill set. For centuries, hundreds and hundreds of years, the great communicators are the ones that influence and impact change. And unfortunately, there are people in power that have learnt techniques around communication that actually do a disservice around influencing and impacting power. But those techniques are crumbling. Those techniques of hypnotic language and things like that are crumbling. People need to feel you, your energy, your voice, your frequency. And one thing is you won't be for everyone. And you don't want to be for everyone. You want to be for many someones, those that understand your message, those that are aligned with your message, that are values aligned, that want to be part of what you are building, what you're a stand for, what your vision is. Now, my notes here. How do you tap into that true voice? Because what I'm noticing out there, and I've been guilty myself, is that it's easy to outsource to AI. We can just input our instructions, something gets spat out, we go, oh, that sounds all right, might tweak it a little bit. Yeah, done. Because we have been programmed in a world of efficiency and instant gratification, right? But when really what we need to do is to sit more with our own voice. And sitting with your own voice when you don't know how to do that can be uncomfortable, can be the unknown. And it's like, what is my true voice? What is my inner voice? It's just so much easier to revert to AI and just punch it all in. But the more and more you're doing that, you are quashing your voice. The more and more you outsource your voice to AI and feed in, then you are becoming disconnected with that voice. And if you've noticed yourself going into the AI, spitting things out and kind of going, yeah, it's great, it's efficiency, it sounds good, blah, blah, blah. And then you get to a point where it's like, well, what do I believe? What am I a stand for? What do I want to change? Because what happens is it becomes so noisy up here that you've disconnected to here, your heart, your gut. And the leaders and the business owners that are going to cut through the noise are the ones who are so connected to their voice. And they have that ability to communicate that with clarity, conviction, and a full knowing of what they're here for. So how do we come back to our voice? How do we connect back to that inner voice so that we're able to express more of who we are and less of the AI version? Well, the first thing is you need to build that internal trust muscle, because what's happened is you've outsourced your trust to AI. And in doing so, you've depleted your own internal kind of battery of trust. I call it the internal confidence muscle, the internal trust muscle. So we need to build that back up. That's the first step. The second step is the ability to let go. To build that internal trust is to let go of the control of having to have it all figured out, having to have it all structured out. Think about it. If you're in a room or you're about to deliver a a live video or a masterclass and that, and you're so connected to the structure, to the script, that when it comes to someone asking you your idea about this, or can you expand a little bit about that, you get into this swell and going, oh shit, I can't remember that. That's not part of the script. So what happens is learning to build back into trusting in that voice. And the way we do that is to let go of it having to be perfect. Let go of having it to be clear. It's the first step, to let go. And what it means is that when someone asks you a question or wants you to expand on something and it's not part of the script or what you're used to, it means coming back to silence, coming back to presence, and asking the internal voice, what is for me to say right now? And then you just listen. You then allow what comes up. And this is where a lot of us, we dismiss. We allow what comes up and then we go to self-edit and dismiss. Oh, no, I can't say that. Or that doesn't sound right. Maybe it's not formally, I haven't constructed that correctly yet, so I won't let that come out yet. And so we dismiss, we self-edit. And then the truth is somewhere in between. The ability to let it go and allow it to come out in all of its mess is how you build the trust. So when you allow it to let go and allow it to unfold, and it might come up goobly, it might come up the words mixed around, but I strongly believe that those that are meant to hear the message will hear the message as it's meant to be heard. And those that don't, you can get curious. And you can get curious with everyone. So once you deliver a message, you can simply ask, I'd love to hear what landed for you there. What did you hear there? And this then allows you to see what was communicated. This, my beautiful one, is a practice to build that trust muscle, to be able to let go and allow it to come out in whatever shape or form. And then for your own, because we need certainty, we want to understand, you can then allow the curiosity and ask your audience or the group what landed for you, and listen to what comes back. Because often what you'll find, there may be a pattern of similar messages, just heard a little bit different, but the core of the message still goes through. And so I want you to come back to, who am I? What am I a stand for? What am I not a stand for? And then how can you start to express more and more of you, your voice, your brilliance? And how can you put yourself in rooms where you can do it not by script, not by teleprompters, but by purely, truly being present with the people in the room, being present with the message that you want to deliver. You want to stand out and cut through the noise. It means bringing more of your voice up front. Not the one outsourced to AI, but your truth, your ideas, your beliefs, your stories. When we see more of that and feel your energy, then your people will come to you. They will be more attracted to you. We are constantly scanning to trust the next person we work with, the business we invest in. We are constantly scanning for truth and trust. Your role is to lead that. And the way we do that is through your voice and bringing that more up front. Hope you enjoyed this episode, and I look forward to hearing more how you're bringing your voice up front. drop me a message in any of my socials on LinkedIn, Instagram, or Facebook, or hit me up on email. I love to hear your thoughts and ideas on this episode.